Hello, everybody, and welcome to the world of Plant Boy. Today, I have a reading in regards to what you need to know right now. What is it that you need to hear? What are the mysteries in life that are coming to you soon? Who is coming to you soon? What is happening? I will be using the Wildwood Tarot to read for you today, and I will also be showing you 3 individual stones and then all together so you can pick according to your intuition, because I am here using my intuition to help you, but I hope that you also use your own intuition to help yourself throughout the reading. Because this is a general reading, this is not for anybody specific, this is for the general public. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, it shall apply, and timestamps for each reading will be down in the description and in the comments section. I hope you can hear the birds with this mic. It's nesting bird season. What is your favorite group of animals? I always grew up liking mammals, small mammals, but now I'm working with birds. So I was kind of forced into loving birds. I still love mammals and all animals. I love insects too. I really like insects. But yeah, what kind of animals do you like? Or do you like plants? Anyways, let's get on to the stones. Here are the options. We have stone number 1. We have stone number 2. And last, we have stone number 3. Now I ask that you focus on the intention. You could close your eyes, take a deep breath, open your eyes, and pick according to your intuition. Which stone is calling out to you? Which stone do you feel most drawn to? Take as much time as you need, and pause the video if necessary. Alright, on to the readings. Hello, everybody that picked stone number 1. Let's shuffle your deck and see. What is it you need to hear? What is coming towards you? Who is coming towards you? What is happening with you? What do you need to hear right now? Number 1, I feel like you may be attached to a certain idea. Maybe this is a person, maybe this is a task, or this is just something that's part of your life that has already come to a conclusion and you're still holding on to it. But I feel like there's something that wants to be let go of, something that needs to be let go, and you're still holding on to it. I feel like your intuition is telling you that you need to move on from this situation, from this idea, this thought process. If it's just a feeling, if it's just something that you keep forcing yourself to be involved with mentally, I feel like your mind is telling you to settle, to move on, to calm the storm, to relax. I feel like you know this, but you can't help yourself from continuing to dwell on the past or dwell on these anxieties. But new birth is here. New birth is being forced upon you. The waters are flowing. There's no way you can't accept this rebirth, this newness in your life. You have to stop dwelling on the past because the new is already here. The new is upon you. And I feel like you know that it's time to move on. You know that it's time to set the sail, but something about you wants to stay. I feel like this can be romantic. This may be romantic. This may be somebody you had just a small attraction towards, a small interaction with, but nothing of a deep scale. So there's nothing worth losing. I feel like you didn't lose a lot. A lot of what you lost was the potential of, the idea of, which is not really anything when you have so much going for you right now, when you have so much new coming to you right now. I feel like now is the time to dedicate time to yourself and to your mind space, to what you really want and not the environment, not what people expect of you, not what people want you to do or what you want other people to see you as or who you want other people to see you with. It's about you. It's about the dedication that you're putting into yourself, the dedication into your work and what you're really striving for passionately and what you're involved with right now, whether it's an art, whether it's just yourself, your mind. There's something that needs to be tended to. There's something that needs to be tended to, and I feel like it's really just you and your whole self and your mental, okay? Your thought processes and how you go about life and how you get over things. I feel like that's what you need to dedicate yourself towards because you are this beautiful swan, very powerful, very elegant, the queen of swords, very intelligent, very sharp. But at times you can let your mind get the better of you. It can be very internal, but you have to change that around and make it more external, you know, be more present, be more willing to put in the work where yourself is going to reflect the environment, where the environment is going to reflect yourself. You're not going to be too internal. You're not going to be not present, not thinking of reality, the realistic views. You're thinking of something that is no longer here, your anxieties that do not exist, but being present, using your intellect and your willpower in the present moment in the environment around you, in your workspace, with your family, whoever is around you, that's going to be the priority. That's going to lead you towards a smoother path. These give me a sense of loneliness, of anxiety, of just focusing on your inner self. It doesn't have to be like a crazy anxiety, just like small thoughts that are taking over your day where you're not allowing yourself to be grounded in the present moment and enjoying life. And these are telling me there's a rebirth. There's something that you need to let go of, an attachment that you need to let go of, something that is guarding yourself. There's a guard up, it's guarding your mind. You don't need that guard. There's something that needs to be let go. And it can be romantic. It can be the idea of romance. Somebody you just had a crush on. This is a very light-hearted attraction, nothing deep. So I don't think it's like a crazy ex, a deep relationship, not even somebody you've been involved with really, but somebody that was attractive, you know, maybe talked and flirted, exchanged some interactions, but when there's nothing there, there's nothing there, and it's time to move on. But in regards to work, I feel like the dedication you put into your work and what you want to do and your steps in moving forward towards the work you want is going to lead you towards your success. It's not just going to come to you. It needs the dedication. It needs you. But you need to focus on yourself. You need to better yourself and your mind and your body in order to be that for your future self, for the work that you want, for the success that you're striving for. You need to be the best version of yourself in order to attract the success that you're striving for. And that needs dedication, a lot of work, a lot of mental work, a lot of dealing with trauma probably. But you're very powerful and I know you can do it. I know you have a strong mind. It's just about setting the boundaries for yourself and telling yourself, what do I need to place my energy in? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to stop thinking of? It feels very mental. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plant Boy. Hello, number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let us see what it is you need to hear. who is coming towards you, what's happening around you, what can you expect. Number two, I feel like you are a very inspiring person. I feel like at times you forget how inspiring you are. I feel like you can neglect the idea of holding yourself up to a high standard and really acknowledging who you are and the power that you possess. At times, maybe you focus on the negative. It's not even focusing on the negative, it's just not turning to actually focus on the good and not seeing how great you are. You're not really a negative person, you're just not seeing what other people see. You are very inspiring. You are this change to people around you. You bring this excitement, this happiness, this joy. I feel like in times of need, in times of bad thoughts, pessimism, not necessarily bad times, but when people need an uplifting person, they turn to you. When people want some type of inspiration, they know you are there to bring it to them. And it's not necessarily when it's always a bad time. It's just you just have this power. You can just be hanging out with somebody and they just like the way you speak, like the way you move. They like the way you hold yourself up. They just like your demeanor and your character. I feel like sometimes you lose sight of who you are, what a strong person you are, how passionate you are, the fuel that you possess, the fuel that you have to warm other people. You are the fire, you are the engine. And I feel like you don't really know that. Maybe people don't tell you, maybe they just see you as this grand person, they expect you to know this, but I feel like you need to really step into that power and really know how influential you are to people around you. Maybe at times you have been very powerful and overbearing, where some people are kind of trampled by you because you have such a strong personality. But this is not a bad thing. And maybe that has caused you to really step back and kind of diminish who you are and not really be your true self. You don't want to speak over people, you don't want to be overbearing. But these are the traits that make you so bright. These are the traits that make you so exciting. And I feel like being unapologetically yourself and just, hammering through a situation and saying what you want and not caring what people think is what really brings that excitement and passion and fun to life. And I feel like maybe you've stepped back a little bit, maybe you've been a little quiet, maybe you've been not yourself. But I feel like the people around you want that excitement again. Because it's not offensive. Maybe you feel like at times it was offensive, or there was a situation that you felt was offensive to somebody. So you kind of, dimmed yourself a little bit, dims the light, but bring it back. Who cares what people think? Bring it back. It's about cherishing yourself, cherishing your body, cherishing your mind. And I feel like your body, your mind, your demeanor, and the way you hold yourself, your style is very inspiring. Your style and your self care, the way you look. I feel like people love that. I feel like this is what people want to be like. They want to be like you. They see you and they feel inspired. And I feel like you don't really hear that often. The king of bows in reverse and then the emperor. I feel like the emperor is really like a fully evolved king of bows, even though he's the king of kings. But, I feel like he really rules the fire, the passion, the lusts of life. I feel like you need to really bulldoze your passion, bulldoze your personality and who you are. And that's where you find success. Be unapologetically yourself. Talk about your interests, talk about what you want to do. People want to hear this. And I feel like maybe you're feeling like people don't care, don't want to hear it. They want to hear this. Please do it. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plant Boy. Hello, number three. Welcome to your reading. Let's shuffle your deck and see what you need to hear, what you need to see, who is coming towards you, what is coming towards you, what is happening. Number three, I feel like you've probably been through a lot mentally. This may be insecurities caused by people, caused by situations, caused by your childhood, whatever it is. I feel like there's just a lot that you've been trying to achieve and you've been very busy. I feel like your mind has been working, I feel like your body has been working, and I feel like you need to understand that it's okay to take a pause and to take a rest and to know you're not just lazy because you decide to lay down. You're not lazy and worthless just because you want to take a break and because you don't want to be working all the time. It's okay to stop, especially when needed, especially when you're in pain mentally, physically. I feel like there is this pain. I feel like this pain can be mental insecurities, anxiety, depression, because you were deceived in the past, because you were neglected in the past. But it's time to let go of that. I feel like you have let go of that. You are strong enough to focus on your passions, your work, what you need to do in the present moment, and you're good at forgetting about the mind. But we don't want to neglect your mind either. We also don't want to neglect our own minds and our bodies just to forget or just to move on. Sometimes it's easier to do that than to stop and reflect and really, you know, get resettled, repositioned in order to achieve what we need to, in order to find the right footing. You know, you need to take a break, really analyze the situation yourself, take a deep breath, and then get back up on your feet. But if you're just on the go, 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 you're going to run out of fuel, run out of the energy necessary to really work and really be yourself mentally and really be here in the present moment. There may be something that you need to let go of, the past, the idea of something, whatever's causing these anxieties. There's this death that needs to come mentally. I feel like there is some physical pain, but I feel like there's a lot of mental pain that's being caused based off something from the past. And this needs to come to an end. You need to accept that this has come to an end. You need to accept the endings, the conclusions, and move on from it because it's more beautiful on the other side. Six of Arrows as well. There's this transitional stage to better waters. You know, it's not as rocky as we had it here. I feel like there's a lot of going, a lot of change, transition from this rocky, unstable platform, uphill battle to a more calm water, healing waters, especially when it comes to mentality and work, monetary value, what you need and what you deserve. I feel like that's what is really holding you back. Your needs. And this feels like a lot of emotions bottled up. We have a lot of full moons. And I feel like with all phases, this comes to an end. This is not something that's going to last forever. I feel like at times maybe you're thinking, is this feeling going to last forever? Is this thought or these environmental factors going to last forever? But there's a lot of change. We have the tens, the six of arrows leading towards the seven of arrows. It's always getting better. We have the journey, the death card. There's a lot of endings and conclusions and transitions and change, positive change. But we need to stop during these transitional stages and really understand what is happening around us. Really take it all in. Because in the future, it's going to be beautiful. It's about really enjoying the journey, enjoying the moments, even though they're not what you want, even though they're not the best. Pausing and reflecting is really going to allow you to bring some gratitude to this moment and gratitude to this situation that you find not so great. But don't work yourself so much. Don't think too much. Get some rest. Meditate. Have a spa day. Take a bath, a hot shower. Really focus on what you need to do. Reflect, think about it, and then let it go and move on. These changes are coming and these changes are necessary, so do not be afraid of them. Tuggies. All right, well, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plant Boy.